Rush Limbaugh's widow Kathryn is set to inherit the $51 million Palm Beach property he called his permanent home after quitting New York City in 2010, according to Limbaugh, who died on Wednesday aged 70 after a year-long battle with lung cancer. First picked up the estate as a vacation home in 1998 for only $3.98 million. Fox Business reports. According to a recent estimate on Zillow, the property is now worth almost 13 times as much after he and his 44-year-old wife transformed the property when they decided to relocate. The couple added 3 additional structures to the house, originally built in 1992, after buying up surrounding land. Limbaugh also relocated his business and radio show to Florida, which he hosted just a mile away from the house, and he was located close to friend President Donald Trump, whose Mar-a-Lago estate is along the same 8-mile Palm Beach. The main house has 7 bedrooms, 12 baths and a private elevator, as well as a 2-story. On the grounds, there is a pool, a putting green, and a private beach on part of the estate's 2 acres along the as well as the main home. There are 4 guest houses and a 24-hour guards. It was believed the home had been targeted in 2012 when the bomb squad was sent in to examine a suspicion. It was found not to be hazardous. The radio host had initially left Florida for NYC in 1988 to build his career but abandoned the Big Apple again just over 2 decades later after the city enacted a Share this article. Limbaugh had owned a Fifth Avenue condo with 10 rooms and a view of Central Park while he lived in Manhattan, which he sold for $11.5 million. The host was worth a cool $600 million around the time of his death after earning an estimated $33 million a year for much of his. He was the second highest paid radio host in 2019, just behind Howard Stern. In January 2020, just before he announced his cancer diagnosis, Limbaugh renewed a contract with Premier Radio Networks for $70 million annually. In April last year, Forbes ranked him as the 11th highest earning celebrity of the year. He was estimated to be receiving $85 million a year at the time. The publication said that he first ranked among the world's highest paid entertainers in 1994, 36 with pre-tax earnings of $25 million. Forbes also estimates that his career-long pre-tax earnings looked close to $1 billion before his personal spending and professional costs. The Rush Limbaugh Show was broadcast across more than 650 radio stations on Premier Radio Networks and attracted 15 million, as well as his radio earnings. Limbaugh added to his massive fortune by streaming videos of his radio show for a fee and publishing 7 books, including a 5-titled children's series Rush Revere he wrote with. They also included New York Times bestsellers, The Way Things Ought to Be in C, I Told You. In 2008, Forbes named Limbaugh among their most generous celebrities after he donated $2 million in the previous year to the Marine Corps Law Enforcement Foundation. His annual Cure-a-thon broadcast has raised more than $47 million over the years to support the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society of America, according to the website foundation.org. It is not known if any of Limbaugh's 3 ex-wives will receive any of his fortune or if Kathryn, his wife of 11 years, will inherit his. Limbaugh had no children. Kathryn had announced her husband's death on Wednesday on his radio show, which he first began in 1988, stating, "I am most certainly not the Limbaugh that you tuned in to listen to today. I, like you, very much wish Rush was behind this golden microphone right now, welcoming you to another exceptional 3 hours of broadcasting," she told shocked listeners. For over 32 years, Rush has cherished you, loyal audience, and always looked forward to every single It is with profound sadness I must share with you directly that our beloved Rush, my wonderful husband, passed away this morning due to complications from love. Limbaugh recently told President Trump that he was married to an angel apostrophe. Every time I spoke to him, he would tell me how great she was, Trump told Fox Wednesday during his first post-White House interview after he dialed into the network on hearing of his friend's death. She took such great care. He was very brave. I mean, he in theory could have been done 4 months ago. He was fighting till the very end. He was a fighter, he added. The couple had married in 2010 at a lavish ceremony that included a performance from Limbaugh was more than 20 years Kathryn's senior and had met her while he was still married to his 3rd wife. She is a direct descendant of former President John Adams. His first marriage was 1977 to Roxy Maxine McNeilan, who he met while the pair worked at WHB, a radio station in Kansas City, Missouri. She was a sales secretary. In a 1993 interview with the Seattle Times, she recalled how it was simply over one day, a year into the marriage. "We just sat down one day and decided our marriage was over. It was mutual, nothing ugly," she said. "I don't see him married with kids. He devotes so much time and energy to what he does that there's nothing left for any. Hindsight is always clearer, but I just don't think he has the energy for it. We were just getting started, 2 people that ended up together. Now, looking back, I think he was happier and relationships are hard for Rush. Michelle 6. The pair married in 1983. She was a student when they met, and he had already started making a name for himself in SAC. The pair stayed together until 1988 when, after moving to New York together, they split and divorced in 1990. Among the reasons given was that she was active and social, preferring being outside than at home, where Rush reveled in air conditioning in front. Rush didn't marry again until 1994, when he married aerobics instructor Marta Fitz. They were together until 2004. He died with Kathryn in 2010, and she stayed by his side during his cancer diagnosis. She was standing beside him as he received the Presidential Medal of Freedom during Trump's final State of the Union just a day after he had announced his illness on his raid. Limbaugh died in his Palm Beach home Wednesday due to lung cancer.